Hey guys, it's Dakotah with an H and welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be teaching you how to get this luxurious makeup look. It's my everyday makeup. Yeah, let's get started. All right, everyone, welcome to my makeup station. Over here, we've got a mirror for me to see myself, and we've got all my makeup. There's all my lovely makeup. We've got a candle going. We've got a lava lamp. We've got the vibes. So here's my process for basically my full glam makeup. I like to do this every day, but typically I just subtract the lipstick and or the glitter. That's like something that I add to enhance it. But when I have the time, I do love to do that. That's one of my favorite things. So let's get started. So obviously you want your hair to be back. I have these cute little clips that I put in my hair just to, you know, move it back, make sure everything's out of the way. I feel like doing these clips, it keeps my hair being like all voluptuous, but at the same time keeping the makeup out of my face. I put on chapstick every second of my life, basically. Here we have JLo Beauty bronzer, and then we have JLo Beauty highlighter. So you're gonna get yourself a beauty blender. And then what I personally like to do is I've designated sections for my beauty blender, if you can tell. This edge right here, I start off with the bronzer. I put that just on the edge here. I like to be a little generous because it gets washed out with other stuff as things go on. So I just put 2 dots there and 2 dots there. And then if it gets like really heavy over there, I'll just like scoop it up and move it over there, and then I'll blend it out like so. So guys, I've been thinking about, you know, YouTube, my ideas, what I want to do, and I've been thinking, oh yeah, and also you want to curve it up to the hairline like that. Something that I've been thinking about is making a craft with me series, because personally, I don't know, I love to craft so much, and I like to watch YouTube while I craft, and so I feel like other people would enjoy that as well. I feel like I might start that series because there's lots of crafts that I want to do. It makes me feel better whenever I'm doing something creative because I'm just an insanely creative individual. Also, you guys are noticing, like, I've been in a different setup in these most recent videos because I've moved in somewhere else. I will be making a video on that soon, don't worry. I also put bronzer on the corners of my nose and then like a little above the nose and a little under the nose. And I'm just gonna keep blending this out because sometimes it gets a little crazy. And like when it gets a little crazy at the top, I'll flip over my beauty blender and like just smooth it out like that. Then I go in with blush. I love me a good blush, I will say. Lather that brush up. You want to get like a brush that looks like this, a bigger brush, and then I like to put it, I don't know, are these called the apples of your cheek? I like to put it around there, and then I like to put it up there. I don't really like do a sunburn type look of blush anymore. That's just not been the move lately. It is nice and blush. And then I have got this, the JLo Beauty highlighter, and I will flip over my beauty blender. I will get it on the tip and I'll put it like right here, like on my high cheekbone, and then I'll put another on my high cheekbone, and then I just dot it like crazy, and I kind of blend it up because, yeah, I like to look like a sparkle, and this makeup look will make you look like a sparkle. I will tell you what. And then I also like to put it on my nose, just like a dot here, and then like a line there, and bam. So far, you're looking quite glowy. Next up, I go in with a eyeshadow brush. I couldn't remember the word eyeshadow for a second. I reuse my blush for the eyeshadow, but if you have pink eyeshadow, I would just recommend using that because that's what I would be doing if I had pink eyeshadow. I just don't. It works. It still is pink, but I just have to like get a crazy amount of blush on this brush. And yeah, you just kind of go in there. Go in there, go crazy, go stupid. You're looking hot. I don't know. Yeah, you're a hot baddie. You're sexy as fuck. And this makeup look on you is gonna eat. So yeah, this is just what I do. Take tips and tricks that you want from it. Grains of salt. Next up, liquid eyeliner. I did like a makeup tutorial, I don't know, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Felt like it was time for an update. So what you're gonna do is go like on the inner corner of your eye, then you spread it out like that. And then do that to your other eye, like so. And then because of the way, this might differ depending on your eye shape. The way my eyes are shaped, there's like a crease right there, the eyelid, and I try and make sure that I line up the top of the wing with that. So for example, it'll just look like, put like a dot there. 'Cause I usually raise my eyebrows for this so that you don't get messed up by the wrinkles or the creases or whatever. It'll look like that. And then you go straight down, like a diagonal down from the highest point. You kind of do like a little curve into your eye, and then do the same on the other side. It should look like this, and then you just gotta fill it in, and it should look something like this. Then I like to go under my eye and kind of like connect it. I'll just go like under and do a line like that, and then I'll fill it in. And then do the same thing on the other side. So it'll kind of give you one of these moments. Sometimes I like to touch up the corners over here. I don't really know how else to explain it, except it's just like a little touch up, so that it looks like it seamlessly blends into the eyelashes. A very close up look, so you can get a good look at it. And then I add like little eyelashes under this with the eyeliner. Should look a little something like that. Then obviously do the same to the other side. We're a very symmetrical family over here. And then you've got your eyeliner done. Next up, I guess I didn't really show you what blush I used, huh? I'll put like a link in the description of everything I use. And I use the Wet n Wild Chameleon Chrome for my highlight. I'll put it on the nose. Like I said, 2 highlighters. We need a big sparkle. And then I'll put it on the high edges of my cheekbone. And I'll use like a fan brush. And then go in with just like a tiny little brush. And I'll go into the corners of my eyes to give it that sparkle. Sometimes what I like to do, go in with the corners, and then like I'll blend it into the eye, like up into the eyeshadow. I think that looks cool. So then I use a 24-hour brow lamination. This is from L'Oreal. It's low-key almost out, so ignore that. But yeah, you just put it on your eyebrows. I usually like to go up and then like smooth it out, kind of like with this motion. And I don't know, I just shape it to the way that I want. Do the same with the other eyebrow. Sometimes hairs like to go rogue, and you just have to accept them for that, because what do we say about eyebrows? They are sisters, not twins. Now they look like that. Then I go in with a face and body party glitter sparkles. These are the ones that I do if I'm really enhancing. Like this plus mascara is like my daily. But if I really feel like enhancing it, I will add this pink glitter. Sometimes I do lipstick, but like a more like just pinky, light pink shade. But then if I'm really feeling like looking fancy, I will go in with this other lipstick, which I will show you soon. Oh yeah, so for the pink glitter, I put it just like in this area. Just like that. And then go in with Sky High mascara. I don't use waterproof. Makeup's already hard enough to get off as is. Why would I want to make it harder? You know, put on the mascara, lather up those lashes. Just make weird faces until your lashes look good. Make sure to get every lash. And then personally, something that I like to do to really level up my mascara is I will get like a glob at the end of the mascara wand, and I will put it at the very edge of my eyelashes and like blink, and just to make it super thick, and like there's a lot on the end. I don't know, it really makes my lashes pop. And sometimes like I like to lightly tap the top of my lashes because it also makes them a bit longer. Like, I don't know, you can kind of see the difference between the two. Do whatever floats your boat, but that's what I do. Then do your bottom lashes. For some reason, sometimes whenever I do my makeup, whenever I get to this step, my body just makes me want to sneeze. I don't want to right now, thankfully. Let's not jinx it. Like, I'll sneeze and I'll squint my eyes really hard. My mascara will get everywhere. And I'm like, did you really have to do that? Like, was that necessary? And then I go in with this, like a lip stain, kind of. It's called Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stain, and it's in the color Mahogany Miami. So I like to put that on. It's a very nice lip color, I will say. Kind of matches my nails. It took me a lot of practice to really get good at putting on lipstick, so just be patient with yourself. It's okay. This took years of practice, I will say. People are like, how do you get your eyeliner so perfect? Years of not perfect eyeliner. I'm like practically doing it every day. I had someone that I met at a party. They were like, they knew me and we were trying to figure out how she knew me. Cause I didn't know her. She like knew me from someone. It was like a weird instance. You're gonna wanna do that with the lipstick. And sometimes I have to like go over it with my fingers to shape it up. Yeah, we're trying to figure out how she knew me and we figured out how. I'm gonna go into how because we'll need to know that. But we figured out how, and then eventually she comes up to me later that night. She was like, did you used to wear like a lot of makeup in high school? And I was like, kinda, like I guess I had more of like a alternative emo-ish style back in high school. And she like talking about my eyeliner specifically. She was like, you used to do like really big eyeliner. I was like, yeah, but that was a defining characteristic of mine in high school. Apparently. I don't do as big, like I still do decently big eyeliner, but it was way bigger in high school. You just gotta find what works for you. Trial and error, a bunch of different things. That's how you learn stuff about yourself. For instance, I like the color pink. It's hard to get this lipstick to like be even. Once you fiddle around with your lipstick enough to make sure that it looks the way that you want, you are going to then, I get this Hello Kitty creme brulee. It's not creme brulee. It's the cream shop Hello Kitty. I don't know. I tried a creme brulee coffee the other day. Low-key fire. Iced coffee, duh. You go in with your setting spray. Squirt it all over your face. Don't get it to your eyes. And then, I don't know, I just get something to fan your face. Yeah, and there you have it, folks. You have a beautiful finished face of makeup. Very cool, very cute. That's how you do it, everyone. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of this makeup look if you try it out. Personally, I mean, it's my favorite. I've done lots of trial and error, and this is the look that I've come up with for my own personal style. I love you guys so much. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!